Sorry, make sure you can
And
see.
here comes the wind.
Ooh. Hi everyone, it's Miss Kate.
And Miss Hazel.
Today we're doing something that is larger than we normally do. We're going to be inspired by Japanese windsocks. Koinobori. I don't know what it's called.
Ooh, look at you, fancy.
So, I'm going to show you what we did. This is the one that I painted already, and then we're going to put it together. But in the meantime, I'm going to show you how we did it. So we have a lot of this. It's old sign material that our friends Carrie and Ed gave us. We've made them before using a bunch of this with the kids, but it's pretty fun. I also thought, although I didn't make one, someone gave us a bunch of sailcloth that I thought we could use. We could also use it with this, but we're going to use the vinyl today. Sometimes they have signs that people return because they used them and then they don't want them anymore, but they don't know how to recycle them. So Carrie and Ed take those back. And other times,
And we use them as table covers, or we cut them up and make signs.
we do all sorts of things with those unders.
Thanks, Carrie and Ed.
I know, so great. We're just going to cut a big piece right now, so we have some space on the table. And then I'm going to make this one not so long. This one will be a shorter one.
That way you can keep it on the screen.
Yeah, so I'm folding it in half.
Koi fish come in different sizes.
They do come in different sizes. So this is not perfectly even at the top. So I'm going to start about here. I'm just eyeballing this. You could look at some photos of what koi look like or what the windsocks look like. We're going to eyeball this and hope it's good enough. So imagine it has to have a pretty wide mouth because we're going to use wire net next. And then we're going to sort of go around for its body, and then like a top fin here. And I may have gone a little bit too low for the...
It's going to be a short and fat koi fish?
I think it's going to be a short and fat koi fish. Oh, I think this is going to be perfect. It's going to be excellent. Okay, and then I'll cut it out. Now this is the tricky part, is cutting it out, because you have to keep them together so your sides are even. So I'll cut along my drawn lines, trying really hard to make sure I keep them together.
Oh, so it's symmetrical. There's a fancy word.
But I don't know that it's going to be. So I'm not going to worry too much.
Ish?
It's going to be symmetrical-ish, yeah. I'm just not going to worry too much about it. But like I said, you could do this on fabric. That could be outside. If you do a paper one, it pretty much needs to stay inside your house. Okay, now I can get rid of this bigger piece. I don't need that anymore. So here's this is someone's artwork of koi fish swimming around. They had like little, but ours are gonna have wide mouths because we're gonna put some wire in them. So normally I would pull out the paint and I'd paint the whole thing. But because I already painted, I can show you how to put it together.
Oh.
So here we go. Voila. I painted it all blue.
Oh, that's very cool.
Painted it all blue, and then I added some scales in and a couple of eyes. Because when you fold it in half, it'll look like this. This is very tall, I know. So hopefully you can see the whole thing. This is, it'll look like this eventually, but first we're going to add the wire to keep the mouth round. So we have this wire here. You could probably use, what else could you use?
Could you use a pipe
Oh, a pipe cleaner. Yeah, if you have a pipe cleaner, that's probably going to be
or a couple
actually
pipe
easier.
cleaners twizzled together.
Yeah, I think that would probably be
There's
easier
pipe
than what
cleaner
I'm
down
doing.
by your feet.
Yeah, so now I've committed myself to doing this. Can't help myself. How's this one going to do? Okay, so I kind of measured it there. I'm going to fold this over. I think some of the silver paint might be still wet, but I'm not going to worry about that right now. So I'm going to try and straighten it a little bit. Fold over just a little bit of it, because I don't want to lose my eyes there. And then stapler comes into play. Here he is. I'm going to staple the wire in there.
Your wire.
So remember we did this
from
for
this angle. The wire is in there.
Yes. So it's, I should put it under here. Okay. So now
All right.
I'm going to close it up. It's a little bit tricky to use. I'm going to close it up and twizzle it together, and I can tuck the ends in. I can come back and staple more on the top once I get this done, but that's how we're going to get it started. Okay, I'm going to give one more staple here, so you can see that his mouth is going to stay closed, I think, and the wire will stay in there.
Oh, that is so cool.
And now I'm just going to staple along the edges till I get to the bottom of this fin here, and that's all we have to do, plus add in some holes at the top so we can hang it up. So I'm going to do this as fast as I can, because I am grown up and I know how to use a stapler. I can do this, and I may have to come back and trim some of this off, and hopefully I don't run out of staples. So we've had a few things happen when we're making our videos for you. Some of you may have seen when I balloons pop all over me. That was a little distressing, but we have to keep going. Okay, I will go back and adjust some of those staples later, but for now, I'm just going to show you this. So imagine this, you've got string at the top.
Wind.
Yeah, and the wind will just whistle right through it, and it could be hanging outside doing this on a stormy day, or just like this on a softer day.
Yeah. Oh,
Isn't
turn
that
it
fun?
sideways so we can see its
yeah, sorry.
eyeball. Oh, yes.
Sorry, make sure you can
And
see
here
that
comes the wind.
I am going to use a stapler and hopefully, a hole puncher to punch my
Use your
holes.
muscles.
I know, I
Might
might
need to
use
use
an awl.
scissors.
Oh, no, I can
look
do it.
at you.
I'm pretty sure that's how we did it last time.
Yeah.
And then,
There
I
you
did it.
go.
Dun, 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 dun. So now there are 2 holes. I didn't bring the twine in with me, but I would use some kitchen twine because that's super strong and can be outside. If we have it, we're going to put it in. But isn't that fun? You can make this just with old fabric, or if you know someone who has some old signs around, ask them if you can have their vinyl, because I just think that's going to work really well outside. Or the sailcloth. This came from some friends who are sailors, and I don't know why they had a bunch of old sailcloth to give us, but they did. And I think that that's fun. And you wouldn't have to paint it, then you could just paint on the scales on this
Here's
one.
some waxy thread or a piece of twine.
Oh, I think I'm going to use the twine.
Okay.
Thank you very much for getting it. So I'll loop that in and through to the other side.
Oh.
If I can find the other side.
I think an important part of this is having your mouth be big enough that the wind is going to go through it, because that'll be the fun part.
Exactly. Oh, you need this whole piece. Isn't that great?
You can save that for your next project.
Mm-hmm.
You can save that for the next windsock you're going to make for Carrie's house.
I'll go put it at her house. Okay, here we go. Windsock.
Oh yeah, I love the
Carp
colors
inspired by the
chose,
Japanese.
yeah.
I really love this silver paint. It's really, that was fun.
And the blue is nice too.
Yeah, it's
Very nice.
All right, thanks everybody. If you make one, share with us, please. I would love to see it. Okay, we'll talk to you again sometime. I gotta get hair on my face. All right, bye everybody.
Bye friends. Bye friends.